Ethical ideologies are systems of moral values that guide people in making ethical decisions. They can be divided into two main types: idealism and relativism. Idealism aims for morally perfect outcomes in all situations, while relativism acknowledges that the most appropriate moral action may vary depending on the context. Ethical ideology in business, or business ethics, emphasizes the importance of honesty, integrity, and accountability in all interactions. It involves considering the effects of actions and decisions on stakeholders, customers, suppliers, employees, competitors, the environment, and the community. Business ethics is an evolving topic. Generally, there are about 12 ethical principles: honesty, fairness, leadership, accountability, integrity, compassion, respect, responsibility, loyalty, respect for the law, transparency, and environmental concerns. These 12 ethical principles are in the very fibers and bones and heart of Mr. MUFAREH. 1. Honesty definition. What is honesty? Honesty, speaking and acting truthfully, is more than not lying, deceiving, stealing, or cheating. It entails showing respect towards others and having integrity and self-awareness. Mr. MUFAREH's honesty can't be doubted when he says he is going to do something. He does, and backed up by the recorded videos all over the internet showing in voice and audio the things he has promised have been accomplished. Fairness definition, the quality of treating people equally or in a way that is right or reasonable. He has a real sense of fairness and hates injustice. Imagine sharing his dream of building Onpassive for not just his family, but for founding members who will share in the profits of Onpassive instead of going public by selling stock. That's fairness on steroids. 3. Leadership definition, the action of leading a group of people or an organization. That's how the Oxford Dictionary defines leadership. In simple words, leadership is about taking risks and challenging the status quo. Leaders motivate others to achieve something new and better. Our CEO and owner, Mr. MUFAREH, displays all of these attributes. 4. Accountability definition. Accountability is the state of being held responsible for one's actions or the willingness to accept that responsibility. It can also refer to the expectation of being held answerable for accomplishing a goal or assignment. Onpassive is not where it should be, and Mr. MUFAREH has put the accountability on his shoulders, and he is rapidly changing the course of Onpassive to the good by taking over the day-to-day tasks of getting Onpassive back to where it is striving again. Integrity definition. Integrity is the quality of being honest and showing a consistent and uncompromising adherence to strong moral and ethical principles and values. In ethics, integrity is regarded as the honesty and truthfulness or earnestness of one's actions. Mr. MUFAREH bleeds integrity. Compassion definition. Compassion literally means to suffer together. Among emotion researchers, it is defined as the feeling that arises when you are confronted with another's suffering and feel motivated to relieve that suffering. Mr. MUFAREH feels our pain. That is why he is building Onpassive for us. 7. Respect definition. Treating someone with respect means showing regard for their abilities and worth, valuing their feelings and their views, even if you don't necessarily agree with them, accepting them on an equal basis, and giving them the same consideration you would expect for yourself. Respect begins with oneself. People respect Mr. MUFAREH, even those who don't agree with him or like him. They know that he is a mover and a shaker, and he accomplishes what he sets out to do. 8. Responsibility definition. Responsibility refers to the duty of having authority or control over something or someone. If you are responsible for something, you will be held accountable for the outcome of what comes from it, as this was your duty. For quality management systems, it is important that you take responsibility for your actions. Mr. MUFAREH doesn't hide from his responsibilities. 9. Loyalty definition. Loyalty implies a faithfulness that is steadfast in the face of any temptation to renounce, desert, or betray. There is no other business owner who is more loyal than our owner and CEO of Onpassive, Mr. MUFAREH. Respect for the law definition. Respect is itself a reason for action. Those who respect the law have reasons which others have not. These are expressive reasons. They express their respect for the law in obeying it, in respecting institutions and symbols connected with it, and in avoiding questioning it on every occasion. Mr. MUFAREH and Onpassive are in compliance with all countries in which Onpassive does business. 11. Transparency definition. The transparency of a process, situation, or statement is its quality of being easily understood or recognized. Mr. MUFAREH has been very open about his accomplishments, sometimes more transparent than most would be. 12. Environmental concerns Definition: environmental concern is a term that describes people's knowledge of environmental issues, their support for efforts to solve those problems, and their willingness to contribute to solutions. Onpassive and Mr. MUFAREH have developed physical products that change the landscape of the environment.